usually my duty on Mondays to get a little more serious, bring before you some item of news which is either profoundly sad that, you almost have to laugh at it, it's so bad, or else so bizarrely stupid that you might fairly weep for the circling motion around the drain into which our common culture finds itself ensconced. But every once in a while, I've got to shake things up. Now, the following story I'm going to tell you is the sort that we usually save for our Good News Friday, but I just can't help myself. I got to bring it to you today. This is a sort of Monday morning pickup that you need, and it won't get you jail time. I've had a few of those Mondays. So, okay, it's a win-win. Come on. Take a little trip with me, and let's visit an interesting and heartwarming story, shall we? Dateline, Mayfield Heights, Ohio. Here lives Tony Philou, a 90-year-old McDonald's franchise owner who recently made the news after he paid 90 of his employees for 3 months while the restaurant was closed for some much-needed repairs. It was either that or he would have had to lay most of them off, and that was something Tony just wasn't willing to do. So it's a good deed. Now, there's a ton to unpack just from the details I'm giving you so far, folks, but let's pile a couple more things on before we get to the analysis stage. Not only was this man an immigrant of the legal variety from Greece, but he also enlisted in the Army and fought as an infantryman in the Korean War. Now, for those of you that have forgotten or never knew what the word enlisted means, it means he volunteered to fight for a country he was not born in. So he fought for our country, then came back home to the States and started working. In 1962, he began working at a McDonald's in Mayfield Heights, Ohio, and in the 60 years since then, he worked his way up from not only just owning that very restaurant and a number of others, but, this guy made something of himself that's incredible. So, in other words, folks, this man has lived pretty much every aspect of the American dream, complete with coming here from a foreign land when he was a kid to do so. And here's the thing about the American dream that the radical left either doesn't get or doesn't want you to get. It doesn't just come with rewards. It also comes with a responsibility to your fellow man that's felt deep in the hollow places of your soul. So often the left rambles on about the need to force altruism at the point of a gun because they stupidly believe that most rich people don't give back to the community that birthed them in any way. And hey, don't get me wrong, there are shitheads in every demographic out there, including the folks who've made it to the top of the heap. But let me ask you something, and this is something you can ask your leftist friends the next time they talk about the government forcing rich people to pay their fair share. Here it is. Do you think it means more for a rich guy to pay more in taxes or to decide of his own free will that 90 of his employees aren't going to go on unemployment if he has anything to say about it? And I don't just mean that it gets you more in the fields, although it certainly does. What I mean is that it sets the example. It paves the way for others to do the same thing. You and I can do the same in our own lives, in our own way, according to our own means. Maybe neither of us can afford to pay 90 employees for a few months, but today would be a great day to give a homeless person a sandwich. Bet we could do that today. Not that we've got all the, hippy-dippy saving humanity crap out of the way, folks. Now that we got that dealt with, let's examine the real question here overall. Y'all want to know what it is? What kind of McDonald's has 90 employees? That's what I want to know.
Good one.
Good God, Mayfield Heights, Ohio, you're killing it.
Well, first of all, as the McDonald's expert on the panel, there's nothing more American than the all-American meal, 2 cheeseburgers, a large fry, and a Coca-Cola.
True.
So God bless this man right now. Coming from Greece, which actually they're known for their hamburgers, and coming to America and starting a McDonald's franchise. If it wasn't for McDonald's, I wouldn't be the thick boy that I am today.
Yeah.
So I just want to say thank you. And I'm going to go eat a Big Mac today, even though with no meat because I'm a vegetarian, but I'm gonna have extra fries. And guys, go get some chicken nuggets to support this man.
Yeah, dude, listen, I'm telling you, you do not get in the shape that I'm in by avoiding McDonald's. I'm just telling you.
Listen,
this is how you do this.
This is another thing, Chad. Okay, this is the other thing is people, I hate McDonald's. It's genetically modified food to create some sort of response in you that is addicting. So it is good food, and it doesn't biodegrade. So you can leave it in your car for a month, and you can still go back and eat it. I do it all the time.
I'm a living proof of that. You can leave it in my truck for a long time.